Yes, and welcome back to the 94 Club for your daily dose of country music. Hey, look, this week we've got quite the list to get through. It's a little colder in here and you can probably hear the rain as well, but we're going to get into the music. So we've got Home Free, Eric Church, Cassie Velazza, Tyler Childers, Towns Van Zandt, Zach Bryan, Upchurch, Chris Stapleton and Kaylee Hammock. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it and we'll get into the music for the week. Just remember, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos, and please hit that subscribe button. You will join the 94 Club. We would love to have you as part of the community. Anyway, let's get into it. Right, so before we get into the songs this week, I want to try one thing. I want to grow the channel a little bit more. It's growing really well and I appreciate everyone listening and tuning in and dropping comments. I appreciate it all. But this has all been really organic, so it's just been uploading videos and hoping people watch it and listen. But what I'd like to do, if you really like this song, try and share it with one other person or in one place. So whether that's Facebook, a Facebook group, or Reddit, or Twitter, or Instagram, or whatever. I want to see if we can achieve some growth through you guys, because you do so much for me and I appreciate it. But hey, let's get into this one. Right, so we're doing some more Home Free. This time we're going with Moonshine, which was released I think a couple of weeks ago. I had a quick look. It's by a guy called Foy Vance originally. It looks like he's a Northern Irish singer. There's a lot of folk music. I'm not too sure. I haven't heard of him before, but that's what I've read, and yeah, he's quite popular. So it'd be interesting to read into these lyrics, but obviously I'm doing Home Free, so I want to hear how they do it, and then I want to go back after this and listen to the original. So yeah, let's get into this and let's kind of see what we think.
Moonshine, rum, whiskey, and rye. We give the top and tail to the mountain trail. But we pour that heart in a jar, that's right, son. Moonshine.
Is the guy in the main frame there, is his name Austin? Is that Austin? Or is Austin another one? I'm not too sure if it's him. Anyway, his voice I am super jealous of because I think it sounds incredible. And you can still see that even though they're recording videos, they're still doing it in kind of like isolation. They're not getting together by the looks of it, but hey, they sound good, so let's carry on.
Little bottle of good time burns like hell, but it tastes like heaven. Get those bottles on the road, young man. Oh, I am a bootlegger with the trouble all full of moonshine. No, my daddy tried to quell my crimes, thought I just couldn't let it go. My heart was set on money, and the open road in the moonlight. Sooner or later I'll be meeting there, but till then, moonshine, rum, whiskey, and rye. We give the top and tail to the mountain trail. Pour that heart in the jar, that's right, son. Moonshine, yeah. It's a little bottle of good time, burns like hell, but it tastes like heaven. I found myself a lover. She swore she'd never leave me. I found it hard to believe it, but it turned out to be the truth. But my heart was full of trouble, yeah. And it always gathered around me. Sooner or later we'll be meeting there, but till then, moonshine, rum, whiskey, and rye. We give the top and tail to the mountain trail.
So basically what this song is about is, this is kind of how I kick and relax in the meantime while I'm waiting for the kind of the next chapter and the next thing to happen in life. And this is kind of how I wait and wait for that next chapter to arrive, and I do it by drinking moonshine. I asked what moonshine was in a previous video, and a lot of you kind of reached out and helped me with that one, and it looks like it's like whiskey before it's aged, or it's made out of corn, something like that. Anyway, I've got to try me some shine at some point. But yeah, let's carry on. I like it. The melody's really nice, and it's actually a well-written song. So when we do that deep dive at the end, please stick around for it. Let's go.
Pour that heart in the jar, that's alright, son. Moonshine, little bottle of good time, burns like hell and it tastes like heaven. I got my butt to the board, boys, chasing the horizon. Before the sun starts rising, can't have the moonshine getting low. And I brewed us up a batch, boy, and get you howling at the moonlight. Floor it till the morning, better hold on tight. Sleep all day, cause we live by night. Oh, moonshine, rum, whiskey, and rye. We give the top and tail to the mountain trail, but we pour that heart in a jar. That's alright, son. Moonshine, it's a little bottle of good time, burns like hell, but it tastes like heaven.
Yeah, so I mean that sounded really, really nice. I think it's interesting because I kind of want to listen to the original, knowing that the original was written by a guy who's not in America. He's from Northern Ireland, so obviously we kind of know the roots of country, and the Celtics brought it over. But yeah, I mean, moonshine must be in the tradition. It must come from Ireland. I mean, I don't know, but my history ain't too good. But anyway, the song is really nice. We'll read into it, and then I'll kind of pull it apart and put some context in. So moonshine, rum, whiskey, and rye. We give the time and sail to the mountain trail. I thought it was top and tail. Maybe these lyrics are off. Yeah. So we give it a top. So we pour a little bit out to the country basically at the start and the end, and that just pays a bit of respect. I think that's kind of what we're talking about here. Let's write some moonshine, little by little, good time, burns like hell and tastes like heaven. That was the nicest kind of, because when you have a drink of something and it goes down really well, you can feel it. Like even when you have whiskey. I mean, I've not drank moonshine, so I can't really relate. But when you have whiskey, for me, I really like the taste of it. And you can feel that burn go down, and first you're like, ooh, and then all of a sudden it warms you up, and you start feeling that nice feeling. Get those bottles on the road, young man. Oh, I am a bootlegger. With the treble, all full of moonshine, and my daddy tried to quell my crimes. So, yeah, I mean, bootlegging is like, is kind of the black market illegal side of stuff, and if he's making moonshine and selling it on, he's a bootlegger, because he's not doing it and he's not paying his taxes. Yeah, my daddy tried to quell my crimes. Like, he tried to stop me selling it, but I just couldn't let it go. My heart was set on money and the open road in the moonlight. Sooner or later, I've been meeting then, but till then. The interesting thing about this one is we're writing from a perspective of someone who's making moonshine to sell and make money. One of the things I know about the kind of more classic country stuff, and obviously there is a theme of an outlaw running through, but the real nice songs for me come from a place if I don't need money to get by. And they're the kind of songs I like listening to. They make me feel happy. But the melody of this was really nice. And we have that chorus again. And then that second verse was, I found myself a lover. She swore she'd never leave me. I found it hard to believe it, but it turned out to be the truth. But my heart was full of trouble, and it always gathered round me. Sooner or later we will meet, and then, but till then. And basically, he's kind of saying, like, he and I think this happens a lot to people. So I think they convince themselves that their partner is not going to stay with them, so they're the ones that end up straying. But actually, turns out in this situation, his partner was actually quite loyal to him, even though obviously he had the past he has. But that's that. But till then, and then we lead into Moonshine. He's basically saying, "Look, I'm back on the Moonshine until I find that next chapter in life to move on to." And then that last verse was, "I got my blood till the water boils, chasing the horizon before the sun starts rising." That was a nice little rhyme in there. I actually really like that line, "chasing the horizon before the sun starts rising," and that's just like that. That again, that admiration for land and the view, and just appreciating the country, and that's what I like about it. Can I have the moon? Can I have the moonshine getting low? And I brewed us up a batch, boy. Get you howl at the moonlight, 4 till the morning. Better hold on tight, sleep all day, 'cause we live by night. And it's I think that sentiment of live by day, no, yeah, drink all day and like live all night kind of thing is something we see a lot in the mainstream country side of things, and it's definitely something that's been touched on here, because we know like alcohol can lead to some problems if you don't sort of limit it. However, the song is really nice. I'm not going to take too much away from it. I enjoyed the melody. These guys' voices are unbelievable every single time. But yeah, the song was good. I would be interested to see what you think of it, and yeah, how it sort of pans up to the original, because I'm gonna have a listen to the original after this. But yeah, I want to get your opinions as well. But anyway, that's it. If you like the video, I know this was a little bit of a short one. I've read into the lyrics. There wasn't a huge amount of context in there for me, because it was about moonshine and about admiration for it, and obviously I've not drank it, so I can't tell you any stories that I would like to. But other than that, it's a nice melody and a nice song, and the way that was structured in terms of, you know, the verse was about a story, and then we move on to we're on Moonshine until we get to the next chapter, and then we're living the next chapter, and then we're on Moonshine again until we get into the final chapter. But there is a theme running throughout, because I actually do think that, here we go, we're actually going to read into the lyrics because my brain started working. I actually do think that it was also the cause of the relationship breaking down in the middle, and you kind of, because there's like a dark side of country music, you do kind of see that there is almost a reliance there, because we've gone through 3 phases of his life and he's still hooked on the moonshine. So actually there's a bit of darkness in this song when you start thinking about it. But no, yeah, I mean, this song's getting even better now I'm thinking about it. When you take off the surface level often with a lot of songs and you start digging and thinking what it's really about, that's when you start sort of going, okay, this is a good song. But anyway, you know, that brings the end of the video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and you will join the 94 Club, be part of the community. We would love to have you, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos. But for now, that's me. Thank you. Peace.